commentary for the 2021 Formula 3 Bahrain Grand Prix is presented by Kai, Thomas and Toby. We're finally here. Formula 3 season is finally underway, with its first race in Bahrain being a supporting series to Formula 1 and Formula 2. A track that is very much regarded as one of the best on the Formula 1 calendar, bringing a lot of excitement in the races. Same could be said about the junior races, here mainly Formula 2 having some straight up bangers. Without that done, let's get to the grid. And on pole position, a surprise, Dan Edwards from United States for Yenza gets a pole position, and joining him on the first row of the grid for MP Motorsport is Tim Anderson. Then the rest of the grid we have Flynn, Simons, Nisbet, Stella, Zage, Brown, Hauger, I think it's Hauger, Fittipaldi, Peroni, Crawford, Rasmussen, Collet, Duan, or maybe it's Koye, I don't know, Leclerc, Petrikov, Comedipo, Edgar, Caldwell, Vesti, Schumacher, Keith, Fraga, Rakus, Turvik, Das, Shabo Miller, Musqua, and Sheffer, who rounds off the grid. With all that done, let's go.
Here you go.
Yeah, here we go, guys. 5 red lights. And we go green in Bahrain, and it's a good start from Edwards. Pulls a decent gap onto Anderson coming into the moment. Obviously, Anderson has the inside line. We can see that's one of the Red Bull cars. That is Simons trying to dive it. Flynn around the outside, and I mean, T-Potter trying to commentate on how many overtakes we've seen here. There was a free wide move by, I believe that was Shabo Miller.
So, good start from Dan Edwards. He retains his lead, but Tim Anderson going right with him after holding his second place. So, he will be looking to try and find an avenue past him as crash car. Yes.
Yeah, just gotta make sure they never come back. Still now to the inside of Simons, tries to push the Red Bull Junior driver a bit further away, but doesn't make it. That allows now for TJ Bloody Nisbet to try and put himself into podium contention as a... Jesus,
Simons down the inside.
Double overtake nearly. Dives it onto Flynn, makes that move, but he still has to overtake Tim Anderson, and that's not an easy job either. Well, I mean, this is a good start to a race.
Yeah, definitely very calm. No accidents, that's the good thing.
Well, depends who you ask, really. Simons chasing down Tim Anderson. Oh, Jesus, that's a bump. Oh dear, that's Flynn to the inside of Anderson, and Simons bumps into the rear of Anderson, and that's just not how you want to go.
Edwards has flown ahead, hasn't he?
Well, not really. I mean, all the cars behind him are in a tense battle, so all you really have to do is just use that to your advantages. And Simons to the inside of Anderson loses time, trying to make that move. That's Hauger in the Prema, and on board now Olivier Zage.
Stage fill up the slipstream off of Enzo Fittipaldi. You can see there Henry J. Brown trying to follow in someone else's slipstream. There's Enzo Fittipaldi going for it on TJ Nisbet. That's Henry J. Brown at the inside of Stella.
That's Nisbet. That's dangerous from Nisbet. Squeezed Fittipaldi, but Fittipaldi makes it a double overtake. So good job from the Brazilian. Then we have Brown with Stella side by side, and Edwards in the lead, but Simons is now chasing him down.
Yeah, Simons has a little bit of breathing space behind him. As there's Giuseppe Stella, he tried to go around the outside of Henry J. Brown, who was blocking the inside, but just wasn't late enough on the brakes.
Leclerc tries to go to the inside of Rasmussen, clips the curb, and nearly spins out. You see, the curbs around Bahrain, and especially for the junior drivers, is a bit of a hassle there. Zage now to the inside of Hauger. Not an easy race for Olivier Zage at the moment.
I have to say, it's been quite a poor performance from the Prema cars this round.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's only the first round of the season, so...
Yeah. There isn't much you can expect, to be honest.
Flynn's lose a bit of time. He's lost the position to Fittipaldi, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, Flynn, that's risky. That was the back of Fittipaldi, so... Well, I mean, Flynn is defending from his fellow countryman, TJ Nisbet, but I mean, that's not the way to defend Nisbet to the inside. side. Ooh, even more contact.
Bit aggressive there, I'd say.
Tim Anderson is back.
He's just Tim Anderson. All he needs to do is just stick him behind. Look at this. Simons has a run on Edwards down the straight, and if Anderson's close enough in the slipstream, they could both mug Edwards by the end of this straight into turn 1.
At the moment, James Simons holds the fastest lap of the race. Simons doesn't make a move. Anderson goes through the back of him at a bit of a notch side by side. Anderson has the better line, but Simons defends nonetheless. So good driving there. There is a reason why Red Bull has signed him. But he's still, I don't know. Anderson has not given up yet. But he doesn't go for it now. He's going to wait for the better moment. Nisbet and Fittipaldi side by side now. Nisbet is really pushing through the field. Might not work out for him. Fittipaldi tries to get a good run on him, but doesn't make it stick. Then we have the two Premiers of Collier and Leclerc side by side. The Brazilian pushed a bit wide. Tries to squeeze Leclerc out, but just gives him a bit too much room for that to happen. And Leclerc now bumps into Peroni. And he gets it, but he's still far away from points, as it is in Formula 3.
Now we're on the young Monegasque Arthur Leclerc, brother of Formula 1 driver Charles Leclerc, obviously. As his teammate Collet, I think that's how you pronounce it, is going
yeah, he punted into the rear tyre of Leclerc, nearly spinning him out, so not a lot of teamwork.
Oh dear. Leclerc, risky. That was
reckless as his brother.
That was quite reckless. I think he
Peroni
just
and Crawford now. Peroni will go for the American driver. And he gets the move done. So HWA is moving up the order quite visibly. Stella, Brown and Anderson. Stella has moved up. Henry J. Brown up into P3. And oh boy, someone's still hungry for that win, and that's James Simons.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been absolutely harrying Dan Edwards around this lap. And he's surely going to put him under pressure into turn 1. Maybe even make a move.
If you look at the minimap, Olivia Zage is in a world of her own.
So too is TJ Nisbet as there. Flynn down the inside. No, not
but
quite.
that's Rasmussen to the inside of Hauger. This is for points. No, it isn't. No, it is for points. Rasmussen puts himself into P10, taking points away from Prema. I mean, is there even a Prema car in the points?
I don't think so.
Sage, isn't that Olivia Sage?
No, she's in ART.
Oh, sorry.
Peroni. We look back down the order. There's.
Oh no, there is a Prema in the points. No, there isn't. Hold on.
No,
there isn't. I'm just blind. There we go. That's Hauger. I missed out on him. I'm blind sometimes. Okay. I see we get Edwards and Simons now side by side.
Edwards for run on Simons. He's defending incredibly well. Is Dan Edwards, and here comes Henry J. Brown. He's going to try on the outside of Simons, but Simons might just dive down the inside. And I think he does, and he takes the lead from Dan Edwards.
I mean, that's a good move. Anderson now chasing down Giuseppe Stella. That's not going to work. Henry J. Brown going for some reckless attempts at overtaking Dan Edwards. Interesting race so far. I mean, hopefully Formula 2 will have a bit more action on the aggression side of things, but I mean, we're still getting some great racing here.
Well, we are still getting some aggression here.
Fittipaldi onto Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn. Probably, I don't think he got a very good run as he really turned in quite aggressively.
Well, he got a decent run. He got ahead of Fittipaldi, but it's not much. Stella now having to defend from Anderson. Anderson is just going to dive it. Brown, same thing with Brown. Anderson overshoots the corner. Stella might come back.
No.
No, but Edwards now in a sticky situation thanks to Henry J. Brown.
He could do a lunge, will he?
Looking at lunge. Yes, he does. He's going to lunge. Double move for the lead.
Yep, but now Edwards and Simons side by side into the S's. This is a bit tricky now.
Yeah, risky stuff from them. As we
I
watch.
mean, welcome to Junior Series now.
Yeah, you always need to take those risks to try and impress the team bosses.
It's all or nothing. Sorry.
Series.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all or nothing, but I hate that philosophy, so there we go. Edwards now to the inside of Simon. He's wasting no time, and that's a clean move.
That was very nice, very clean. Didn't even have to move him out of the way, just went down the inside, used the gap that Simon's left for him as Anderson comes under pressure from Giuseppe Stella.
Yep, Stella has to do his best in Nisbet now also joining the battle, so the Scottish people do have someone to cheer on other than Josh Flynn. As Olivia's H also catching up to this whole pack. And then there is just a massive fall with Flynn, another massive gap, and then we have Enzo Fittipaldi. Here we go. Zage riding the curbs, doing a bit of a hop-hop. Not what you want to do on the exit curbs, especially in these cars. You might as well just end up like Eddie Redmayne in the fourth in Austria.
As Nisbet now, with Sage right behind him. Down the straight, Henry J. Brown starting to break away into a lead over Dan Edwards.
Well, not really. Edwards is gaining now. The gap was 1.1 second. Now it's just 6/10. Nisbet to the inside now of Giuseppe Stella. Zage might also go for that move. No, Stella defends. Goes a full car ahead of the Scotsman. 5 minutes to go in this race. 2/3 of the race gone. So this is the end game now, boys.
This is indeed the end game.
Oh dear.
3 wide. Not quite, but...
Petakov, Peroni and Crowford. Peroni now to the inside of Petakov. A lot of wheel banging between these two. And it's Petakov who reigns supreme as of now, but still outside of points, all of these guys.
Yeah, they're all just trying to get into points. However, they're just losing time on the points. It's kind of a bit counterproductive, but Simon's now right back to the rear bumper, I say. It's just
it's a
the rear
gearbox.
exhaust. Gearbox, that's it. Oh, Dan Edwards. As we go through the long left-hander and then into a long right-hander. James Simons, is he going to be close enough to try this move that quite a few people have tried?
No.
Not quite.
He stays behind, tries to get a better exit. Maybe he's focusing on a move down into turn 1. I mean, it is the driver's favourite overtaking spot here. I mean, it is intended to be after a long straight. You have a tight hairpin, so logic would assume you'd go for it. Speaking of logic, Olivia's H loses her bloody marbles trying to overtake TJ Nisbet through there.
Yeah, she's just going to get absolutely lost unless she tucks back into that slipstream.
Edwards now on the back of Henry J. Brown for the lead.
Train.
Oh dear, one car went off. There's a car in the background that went off. I think it's Crawford. No, it's Koya.
Oh, Colle.
Kayako, yeah. What happened here? Oh, bro.
Oh, he's lucky not to take damage.
Oh, dear.
Oh, and then into Caldwell as well. Ollie Caldwell lucky to not get damage as well. So,
Bit question.
Oh, what off goes Nisbet?
Olivia Zage lost her tempers, punts Nisbet away. Still in the points though.
Yep, tempers flaring in the later part of this race. Look how far back she was.
Well, she just
Down the
heated.
inside. Oh, there was no attempt.
It also gave me a
Nearly
vibe.
enough, no attempt. But
That was like Stroll and Sainz without the flip, obviously, in
Or Maldonado.
2017. Maldonado and Gutierrez. No, it was not the same situation because Maldonado was side by side. Gutierrez just cut across him, and Maldonado went straight on. It's a different situation.
Nearly similar outcome though.
Yeah, car flipped. The FIA is having a very heated argument. Jesus Christ.
this is quite a heated argument.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to racing. Edwards versus Henry J. Brown for the lead. Who are we confirming from here? Oh, it was left.
I'm not confirming that. Can you add them back, please? No! See with your nons. Add him back. Yeah, but which one? I'm so confused. There are two different sides to this conflict. There's literally one side of the FIA that's screaming penalty for Olivia's age, and there's the other side of the FIA screaming no penalty for Olivia's age.
Yeah.
This is a very well.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Here we
Edwards
go.
now attacking Henry J. Brown. He's going for the in your bum technique.
Interesting name for a tactic.
Well,
as
you
that.
go into someone's gearbox, which is the bum of the car. I'm
Why
not
do we have
confirming the
to
penalty. I'm
this
not
work?
confirming that.
Okay, 1 minute to go.
Flint to
this
the
should be
inside
a
of
lap.
Zay. Sure. Yeah, this is basically the final lap.
Save with a run. Flynn's gonna dive it. Oh, side by side.
Oh, that's a very aggressive thing from Flynn, but Flynn has the inside line, which is in theory better. Flynn gets through.
Yeah, Flynn was really sideways. I think he's struggling a little bit at the end of this race, but he was absolutely on the ragged edge of grip there. But
Oh, we have a
Oh,
confirmation.
Flynn-
It's a 5-second time penalty for Olivia's age.
so she is losing time anyway. She's losing time to Nisbet, who was the guy who, ironically, she punted off the road. And Flynn just getting the nose into the back of Anderson, and that is great from Flynn.
Yeah,
If a
that's
little bit dirty, moves ahead.
No, it's a bit of a bump and run. Come on. There's no harm in that.
No harm in that. True. But anyway,
Oh
up to
boy,
the
here
front,
we
Henry J.
go.
Brown, and Edwards. We're going to come round the final corner. Is Edwards going to try? He isn't. He's going to let Henry J. Brown. He can't really do anything. Henry J. Brown rounds the final corner up to the line. Henry J. Brown wins in Bahrain.
Well, not yet, not yet, not yet. Now he's won it.
There you go. Well, Dan Edwards wasn't going to get it anyway. Anyway,
Yeah, but I
Dan
mean, hey, you never know. That's Schumacher now losing positions. That's not good for him.
David Schumacher, Igor Fraga trying to get him to the line. Not quite.
Not
Oh,
quite.
right.
Comedy pulse in the background. Sheffer rounds off the field. There's your race winner, Henry J. Brown. A bit of a surprise, not gonna lie. The fastest lap goes to Dennis Hauger, so Prema do have something to be happy about, as he will score them 3 points, not just 2.
Well, he's in the top 10 as well.
So yeah, I mean, you still score points for fastest lap even if you don't finish in the points, but yeah. Right, that was it. Interesting results, very close field, very close battles. Driver of the day?
Day would.
Henry J. Brown.
Hmm.
You know what, I'm gonna say Olivia's age just because she gave us some action there.
She did give us some action. She gave us a little bit of aggression, so.
Congratulations, Olivia Sage. You have officially won Driver of the Day.
Yes. If she gets that 5-second penalty, she's going to get dropped to 12.
Isn't it confirmed now?
Well, there's still a whole dispute, so...
It'll be decided later when the FIA can stop squabbling like little children. Anyway,
But the
They-
FIA...
race completed.
Race completed, yes.
I thought you said race completed at one point.
Yes, the racial completed. Anyways, next race is the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona, because good track. So yeah, we will see each other then for Formula 3. Other than that, see you soon for Formula 2 and Formula 1 at the Bahrain circuit.
Bye.
Be sure to be safe on the roads and wear your seatbelt, and don't be a prick.